the trench. In the midst of World War I, a small platoon of soldiers found themselves entrenched in a desolate battlefield, surrounded by the horrors of war. Among them was Corporal James Carter, a seasoned soldier with a haunted past. One foggy night, as the soldiers huddled together for warmth, they heard strange whispers emanating from the darkness beyond the trench. Carter dismissed them as the hallucinations of weary minds until Private Thompson, a young recruit, vanished without a trace. Determined to find his missing comrade, Carter ventured into no man's land, his nerves taut with fear. As he searched the fog-shrouded landscape, he stumbled upon a series of eerie symbols etched into the mud, a sign of something sinister lurking in the shadows. Suddenly, Carter heard Thompson's voice calling out from the depths of a nearby crater. Racing to his aid, Carter descended into the darkness, only to discover a horrifying truth: the crater was a gateway to a realm of darkness, inhabited by malevolent entities that hungered for human souls. With Thompson's help, Carter fought tooth and nail against the creatures that lurked within the abyss, his courage tested to the breaking point. But as the night wore on, he realized that their only hope of escape lay in sealing the portal before it consumed them both. In a desperate bid for survival, Carter and Thompson battled the forces of darkness, their resolve unyielding in the face of unimaginable horror. And as the first light of dawn broke through the clouds, they emerged from the trench, forever changed by the nightmares they had faced. The Ghost Ship. During World War II, a naval convoy sailed through treacherous waters, its crew on high alert for enemy submarines lurking beneath the waves. Among them was Lieutenant Emily Morgan, a fearless officer with a reputation for bravery. One moonlit night, as the convoy sailed through a dense fog, Morgan spotted a ghostly silhouette on the horizon, a derelict ship adrift in the mist. Curiosity piqued, she ordered her crew to investigate, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. As they boarded the abandoned vessel, Morgan and her crew were overcome by an overwhelming sense of dread. The ship was a graveyard of rotting corpses, their vacant eyes staring out into the void with a haunting gaze. Determined to uncover the truth behind the ship's grim fate, Morgan delved deeper into its bowels, her heart pounding with each step. But as she ventured into the darkness, she realized that they were not alone. Something sinister lurked in the shadows, stalking them with malevolent intent. Trapped aboard the ghost ship, Morgan and her crew fought for their lives against an enemy they could not see, their courage tested in the face of unspeakable terror. And as the fog lifted and the sun rose on the horizon, they escaped the clutches of the ghost ship, forever haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. Haunted Outpost. In the midst of a brutal conflict in a remote desert outpost, a squad of soldiers found themselves besieged by unseen forces that lurked in the shadows. Among them was Sergeant Marcus Ramirez, a stoic warrior with a haunted past. One fateful night, as the soldiers patrolled the perimeter of the outpost, they heard strange whispers echoing through the darkness, a chorus of anguished voices calling out for vengeance. Ramirez dismissed them as the hallucinations of weary minds until Private Alvarez, a young recruit, vanished without a trace. Determined to uncover the truth behind Alvarez's disappearance, Ramirez ventured into the heart of the outpost, his senses on high alert for any sign of danger. But as he searched the desolate corridors, he realized that they were not alone. Something malevolent lurked in the shadows, stalking them with predatory intent. Trapped within the haunted outpost, Ramirez and his squad mates fought tooth and nail against the forces of darkness, their courage tested in the face of unspeakable horror. And as the first light of dawn broke through the darkness, they emerged from the outpost, forever scarred by the nightmares they had faced.